Hello again. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday to you. Today I have in my hands a face mask. Who would have thought that this object, perhaps 4 inch by 6 inches, would mean so much to so many? I come today with an impulse of sobriety because we live in a moment in which we are truly, truly our brother's keeper. That we must stay connected and we must stay together in order to overcome together. We must pray together to stay together and to overcome together. And this object humbles me because when I walk with it, I'm reminded that I am able to protect other people because I wear this mask, this 3-ply face mask. Beloved, these are interesting times that we live in. And yes, these are times of peril, but I also want to say that these are times of promise. And I come to you because we want to continue to engage the conversation around triumph, overcoming, and peacemaking during these times. Beloved, on my heart today, the names of two Americans. One, Dr. Lorna Breen. The other one, Brother Calvin Murnalin. Two frontline workers, two agents of righteousness, two citizens of democracy who are no longer with us because of the peculiar conditions around their demise. One, Dr. Lorna Breen, was an ER doctor in New York, was dealing at the heart of the crisis of COVID-19, and one day she just couldn't take it no more. I said she just couldn't take it no more. You think about the songwriter that says, it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder why I keep from going under. And she took her own life last week on April 27th. And we want to remember her and all the other frontline workers that are wrestling with anomie or boredom or a degree of depression. And then recently this week in the wonderful state of Michigan, we had a security guard by the name of Brother Calvin Murnalin that was shot because he asked some customers to put on their face mask. And so, beloved, I wear the face mask today not just because I want to keep somebody safe, but I have 4 pillars that govern my life and govern my teaching that I would like to submit to you today that I think are important to keep in mind as we navigate COVID-19 and as we overcome it. And I'm going to keep on using words of overcoming it, of championing it, of transforming our conditions, because I best believe in my heart of hearts that God is bigger than this Goliath and that Christ is bigger than COVID-19. And I want to share those with you very quickly that I think that we need to think about, these touchstones that we need to think about as we move from darkness into light. And the first one is, I wear the mask personally to Kumbo Adelakan because, A, of safety, that I have an obligation to be a good Christian and to be a good citizen, and I want to protect those near and dear to me and those that I come in contact with from anything that I may carry, because in the absence of testing, sufficient testing, we don't know who is carrying the virus. And so just because I may be a carrier, I may be a vector, I don't want to add to the madness out there. So I do this as a matter of safety. So that's the first touchstone. The second touchstone is I wear my mask as a matter of solidarity. That I want to be spiritually aligned with those people on the front lines, not just those in the hospital, and we want to honor the doctors and the nurses and the healthcare professionals that are in the hospitals and the nursing homes. We want to honor them. We want to recognize them. We give them moral tribute. But all the other people that are in the lines of fire in different ways, they may be security guards like Brother Calvin. They may be people in the grocery stores. They may be people who are compelled to return to work because we are reopening the country phase by phase. There may be others that drive buses, others that work in our police departments, others that work in our fire departments. We want to stand, sit, live, and labor in solidarity with them. My sisters and my brothers, you are not alone. We know that every time you wake up and you don your uniform, or you enter the bus, or you enter the subway, or you go to work, we know that you can so quickly become vulnerable. You can be exposed to this deadly pestilence, quote unquote. And so I wear my mask to be in solidarity with those sisters and brothers and their families. And then the other thing that I want to do, beloved, is I want to celebrate stewardship. Because as we wear our masks and as we engage in the realities of the comeback, that when I buy a mask, I'm supporting the economy. When I give a mask to somebody, I am supporting safety and the economy. When I purchase masks for other people and give them away, I am supporting the stewardship of the economy. And the fact of the matter is, members of marginal communities, disadvantaged communities, need to begin to develop a tent maker mentality. We need to unleash our entrepreneurial sensibilities, and we need to begin to think in new ways. Just because you have a job does not mean that you can't develop a business. And so we need to think about the mass as a way to support our communities, to create economic streams in order to develop and defend previously exposed communities, historically exposed communities. And then finally, here in Dayton, we lift up the mask because we want to be in solidarity with the graduating class of 2020, those seniors whose semester, whose learning has been truncated, curtailed, restricted, restrained because of the COVID, who are no longer able to see their friends and their teachers, their classmates, the faculty. Our friend the other day was talking about he's no longer able to see that custodian that looked out for them, no longer able to see the people that work to make schools do what they do. And so we want to stand in solidarity with seniors here in Dayton, Ohio. And so on Pentecost Sunday, on May 31st, we want to celebrate any senior in this city that wants to come out and participate or engage with us in a community-wide, citywide celebration. You don't have to have graduated in Dayton public schools. You need to be in the arena. You need to be in our area, the greater Dayton vicinity. You say you want to be part and parcel of what we're doing. We want to celebrate you. We want to find a way to turn back this tide of depression, turn back this tide of invisibility, of brokenness that attacks our families and makes people think that we do not value them. And so though we cannot give or provide, if you will, a traditional graduation ceremony, we can create one that is unique, that is public, that is corporate, and that abides by the ethics and the etiquette given to us by the CDC and our awesome state officials about how to take care of each other under these conditions. So when you come and sign up at Tabernacle Baptist Church, when you call the number, when you clue into us, when you connect to us, just be mindful that we want to do this in a way that affirms the great touchstones of dignity and decency and deliverance. So come on board with us, 380 South Broadway, May 31st. Call the church number, go online, www.tabernacleofdayton.org. Send us an email, give us a call during office hours, and we will be sure to touch base with you as we seek healing in the land. For we do believe that all things work together for good, for those that love the Lord, for those that are called according to his purpose. I'm like that great poet. I don't look at what is and ask why. I try to envision, imagine what is not, and ask why not. So again, this is Tacumbo Delacan, serving as senior pastor of the Tabernacle Baptist Church of Dayton, Ohio. God bless you, my brother. God bless you, my sister. Let us be safe. Let us be in solidarity. Let us celebrate stewardship and scholarship. Those are the 4 touchstones of great liberation and deliverance during this moment of national solidarity, seeking the wisdom of God.